Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Let's Play King's Bounty Win of a Fight! The voice software is not working as it should, so I have to re-record this, making the voice on top of it. I know that is not what you deserve, it's not what I want, but that's how it is. We're currently on the island of the Infernos, of the demons, and we're trying to get some quests, although in hindsight I didn't take all the quests I should have. As this is a playthrough and as I have witnessed a little bit more of the game that you have just seen to this point, because I've not uploaded where I actually am at the moment, I can tell you that it gets very, very interesting, although I will not be able to get all the maps to all the islands. And normally that means that you should start over. When you not get all the maps easily accessible in the start, you should start over because you need all the good stuff. For example, there are some items, or 3 items in particular, that will give you runes if you complete 50 battles. This is really easy in the beginning. It is really hard when you're not doing it just from the beginning. So, I didn't know that, and I've decided not to start over. I decided to make my way through this Let's Play through, and I'm pretty sure we can do that. We can be pretty glad that this guy has a terrible span of awareness as they have. The demonettes are fast, but sometimes the enemy has an angle in which they can see you, depending on type and depending on aggressiveness, and that enables us to get away from time to time where we actually should not. So don't give up if you are in a bad situation. Put yourself in a corner, and sometimes the enemy will ignore you. We ask the demon how we can help. That is very important because this guy gives us a good quest and bonus intelligence. We're back to the point that we should always use or try to use all the items that we can get our hands on. That is simply because some of the items that you get while you're questing give you bonuses, as you will see in a moment. We're going to this guy here. This guy is also the guy that can give you access to the dragon world. But for 10,000 gold, that is. And we just received the tongue, and if we use the tongue, this is rolling your tongue in the hands. You cannot think of what to do with it. Although, come to think of it, you can probably try to lick the demon tongue. Paw hideous. However, the tongue is, well, we get +1 intelligence. Well, we're basically French kissing whatever that tongue is. As I mentioned, the humor of this game is outrageous, and I'm totally loving that. I take the left route more than the right route, because in the left route there is the archdemon and the what is the other thing called? The red dragon, and I think they're easier to kite than the little imp guy and the demonettes. At the moment we have the pirate with us simply because we get 10% more gold for every gold we find, which is really good. And we have the bone dragons with us. We should buy more bone dragons because we'll be able to command more of that later on, but not at this point, however. And the archers just because we found them. The problem with the low-level creatures is that the low-level creatures are easily destroyed, and so you're leaking the advancement or the achievement of winning without fights. The more you win, the more you gain. However, smaller creatures are easier to acquire, easier to lead in numbers, because, for example, if you've got 3,554 leadership like we have, and you try to get black dragons, you get 1 black dragon because that's 250 leadership, and the rest 554 are wasted. That is not the case with a creature that, for example, just costs 10 leadership or so. That's far easier to be used. So that's the reason to use smaller or easier to lead creatures. Oh, here he goes. And we dodge him perfectly. Excellent, excellent, excellent. We go back to the guy and we give him the tongue, and he's starting to speak in tongues, in different tongues. We cannot make out what he says, and we're very, very frightened, and well, it was very confusing. Should I put you out of your misery? We're offering to kill him, but he says, no, it's okay. We're getting away. And so, we step back, and he gets out, And the mission is not yet finished because you have to find your way all through the enemies again to get your reward, which is quite bad for your nerve. And there he goes. Interesting fact is that this tongue is also an item that gives you a bonus to demons, 10% more critical chance, which is great, and additional rage, which is also great. And there is the demonette, which is not so great, but we outflank her easily. I hope we can get away. She's following us quite hard. He disappeared. Everything's okay. We're getting a lot of experience just for that. And we outmaneuver her again. Isn't that beautiful? We're trying to get away from her, but there is the little guy. But we can outmaneuver him as well. Lucky us. Oh boy. Red Dragon dodged like a pro. Beautiful. This could be a lot worse. I'm pretty sure that by the re-recording the graphics will be less fortunate or less good. But that's how it is at the moment. We have done another quest. More runes for us, more leadership for us. Try to make as many quests as you can without fighting, because you need the achievements later on, especially in this difficulty. The achievements have to work together, and in order to get them you have to start very, very early, and therefore you need all the runes. With that being said, I think we can now get to the next point. We don't have the runes to get to full might yet, but we will. We absolutely will. We just need some more red runes. The question is where to find those. In numbers. But there is the tongue, plus 10 rage and plus 10% chance for criticals for all demons. That is perfect. That is really great. There is a piece of the map that you cannot yet access, because although you have a ship, your ship will not be able to travel there. The entrance will be different in this case. Fast ship, yeah. That is the island we're on. You can see that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 islands that we cannot get yet on because we don't have the map. Again, you should try... Save your game when you start and then find out if all the maps are accessible or not. Not like I did, just play into it, because then you will have a hard time. But we can make it. Hard time or not, because we're professionals, hopefully. Okay, no way through here. If we're clever, we should have taken the quest with the dragon sword, but we'll do that later on. We have no way to get Necro Call. That is outside of range because we don't have the maps. Military Academy, we can do that. And the rest of the quests looks actually pretty good. So next way will be Umkus. Hoping to find another map there. But that map is awfully good defended, in my experience. Because see the bear there? Oh, gold. Beautiful. Gold is always good. And we can get maybe we can get... Yes. Yes, Magic Spring. A good spell because it produces mana. And mana spells are always welcome. With that being said, we are at the end and I'll see you next time. Bye.